It's tough. There's limited options for young people ages 12 to 17. If they're not safe at home or can't be at home for a variety of reasons, they can't sign a lease. They can't, go get a place.
There are so many other people that are in the same situation here, and seeing that rather than people that turn on each other in other states that I've seen, it's more of a family thing when people take care of each other as a group.
Some people we talked to also said that there are more programs here to help the homeless, and they feel they'll be more successful here.
For people living on the streets, staying safe, warm, and fed is tough enough, and even tougher with a pet. News 13's Marilyn Upchurch shows us how one nonprofit in Santa Fe is helping the homeless and their animals.
Despite public outcry, the city of Albuquerque ultimately decided to move forward with sanctioned homeless camps. While it's a first for the city, these camps are not new in our state. News 13's Brittany Bates spoke with the director of New Mexico's largest sanctioned homeless camp in Las Cruces and what neighbors here should expect.
More than a year ago, Coronado Park had to close because homeless camping here had gotten so bad. At that time, a little over 1,300 people were experiencing homelessness in Albuquerque, and now that number has risen.
There are nearly 4,000 homeless people throughout New Mexico. In the last year, the state's homeless population jumped 48%. The data points to a growing need for affordable housing.
For the size of New Mexico, we currently only have 12 shelter providers that work with unaccompanied youth.
HUD's study also showed the state's chronic homelessness numbers went up by 57.6% from last year. These are the people that have been without a home for at least a year and are typically disabled. The city's deputy director for housing and homelessness says these numbers are startling to the city. Lisa Uval says the numbers are taken at a particular night in late January and will be a reflection of the city's homeless count for that year.
For the last 11 years,
on any given night, it's between 40 to 50 people.
Camp Hope in Las Cruces has given thousands of homeless people a safe place to stay.
But it's also kept them, from sleeping in business doorways. Instead, they have their own safe place right here next to Community of Hope where they can access a variety of services.
Brown's organization is part of a group that sent this letter to city, county, and state leaders. The letter stated that in 1 week, 40 people, including 9 children, were facing homelessness and hunger due to the lack of shelter capacity, and that this number will continue to grow.
The biggest problem we have with housing is our own bureaucracy. It just gets in our way. Do I want safe housing? Yes. But if you make it so safe that nobody can afford it, it's not safe housing. It's just a building.
Some of the people tell us it was drugs, health problems that led to a loss of their job, and poor decisions that thrust them into homelessness. Uval believes the solution to bringing these numbers down is housing. She says the city has been working to increase funding for permanent housing and supportive services. As you know, the city is also working to build a new $30 million shelter.